Right, our learning objective is looking at congruency rules for triangles. These are triangle specific, so it's really important that you remember that. Triangles have 3 sides, we should know that. Okay, there are 4 tests to say if I draw this triangle, measure this side, and this side, and this angle, and this angle, the only way I can have a congruent triangle, congruent meaning same size and same shape, the only way I can draw another one is if it meets a whole bunch of different rules, okay? And alternatively, if I give you 2 different triangles, to check that they are the same in all different shapes and side lengths and angles, they have to meet one of these rules. Now we have 4 different rules, and we're going to start with side, side, side. SSS stands for side, side, side. Okay, very easy. And what that is telling us is that with 2 different triangles here, I'm going to do my best to keep them neat, but remember, I'm not a great drawer. If this side corresponds to this side and is the same length, and the second side corresponds to its and is the same length, and that final side is the same length as its corresponding side, then these triangles are indeed congruent, okay? Corresponding sides are the same length. They have to be the same length. That makes sense. If you think of a brick and you've got one size brick, it has to be exactly the same size and length in sides as the next one along. It's the same with triangles. For them to be congruent, they must be the same size. Our second rule is very similar, but this time we are going side, angle, side. Okay, so that A stands for an angle, side, angle, side. And it is SAS for a reason, because what I'm going to show you is with these 2 triangles this time, if they are to be deemed the same, they must have one side, the corresponding sides must be the same here, and then we've got to have an angle that is next to it or touching it, and then a second side. Okay, now you've got to have a look, because these are the included angles. The included angle meaning the angle is in between our 2 important sides. These correspond and are the same length. That's what these dashes mean. These sides correspond and they have 2 dashes, meaning they are the same as each other, and this included angle is important. So triangles that are congruent because of the side angle side rule have 2 sides the same length as their corresponding side, and very importantly here, an included angle. Included angle, meaning it is in between the 2 sides, is the same as well. Okay, our next rule, it is a little bit funny, AAS. Alright, and you can guess by now that AAS stands for angle, angle, side. This time the triangles that we create, in order to test that they are the same, they must have one angle that is the same as its corresponding, another angle that is the same as the corresponding one, and just one side. So 2 angles and 1 side that are exactly the same. So 2 angles the same as their corresponding angle, and one side the same length as its corresponding side on the second triangle. All right, so far we've got side, side, side. All sides are the same as their corresponding sides. Side, angle, side. We have two sides that match their corresponding sides, and the angle in between is the same. We've got angle, angle, side, where we have two angles that are the same as their corresponding ones or their partner ones, and one side in that triangle. Doesn't matter where that side is. And our final one is a bit different. It's RHS. And RHS is a little bit different because it's not just about sides and angles, it's about special sides and angles. And this time it's about right angles, hypotenuse, and another side. So this means it has to relate to right angle triangles here. Right angle triangles only. So as soon as you see a right angle, you might go, all right, this might be related to this one. Okay, right angle is here. The hypotenuse has to be across from the right angle, and they must be the same. The right angle is obviously the same. That's 90 degrees. The hypotenuses have to be the same. And one other side, so that might be this one. Remember, they have to be corresponding and matching. So in this one, there is a right angle, same size, obviously. The hypotenuse are the same size, and one other side must match its corresponding in length. So its corresponding side in length. There are our 4 congruency rules.